Hi guys, Dr. Kischa here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna, the title of this video is gonna be so fitting. I'm not even gonna make an excuse, okay? I apologize, and I'm now getting back into the groove of things. So welcome back, okay? We're gonna jump right into this. I entitled this video No More Excuses because I came across a tweet a couple of weeks ago and it caught me thinking about a couple of things, and I want to share that with you. So the tweet said, "Emotionally disconnected men are being left in the dust January 1st, 2018. Nobody cares anymore that you didn't learn how to love. You're 26. Seek a damn therapist for those demons." At first I was like, ooh, sis is going in a little bit. But after I thought about it, she's absolutely right. Forgive me, this might be my PSA for therapy for the year, but you clicked on this video for a reason, so continue watching it. What is too old to be experiencing the same exact relationship pattern? If you're single at like 25, 30, 35, when do you realize that you have some pretty dysfunctional relationships under your belt? When do the excuses stop and the self-reflection begins? Not to say that if you're single at that age, that your dysfunctional relationships are a direct correlation of you being single. That's not what I'm saying, because you could do the work and make connections of your past problematic behaviors and your triggers and all that kind of stuff, and be good and be totally content with being single. What I am saying, for those of you that as a mature adult with 100% fail rate in relationships, invest time and energy in self-reflection, self-improvement, when you are intentional about making amends with situations from your past that still cause you pain, they actually show up in every single relationship of your life. Your work relationships, you're walking around with the attitude and you're irritable all the time. Your familial relationships, your romantic relationships, where your partner is trying to give you something that you didn't get as a child. And so when they give it to you, it's not familiar to you. So you reject it or you criticize it. There comes a time where you have to embrace the pain that comes with growth and be intentional about working on your issues. So here's the thing, right? I'm getting serious because I'm like leaning into the camera. Pain is, people want to avoid the pain in any process, right? And taking time to be single and do the work to recover from past relationship trauma, it doesn't feel good. It's painful. Let me tell you a little bit about pain, and I've had some relationship pain. So pain is supplemental to the core changing, spiritual awakening, character development, those events that cause those things, right? Pain is borrowed. We're supposed to take it for that experiment and give that thing back, not hold on to it. That's where people get stuck. They hold on to that pain. No, pain is just what accompanies those things, those things that push us forward and make us turn into the person that we want to be. It's designed to be temporary. And when you're single, you owe it to yourself and your future partner or people that you're in relationship with to embrace this pain and learn the lesson that God is trying to show you. Flow with that thing, ride that wave of growth and expansion. But what happens is people run away from themselves, that experience, those things that cause this pain, and distract themselves by throwing themselves into another relationship. Because when you're running away from yourself, you end up meeting someone. Yeah, you really end up meeting someone, but you prohibit the growth that your last bad relationship or crappy childhood experience is trying to teach you. Now I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to beat up on the single people, because I know there's married people at home talking about, no, she's not talking about me. Yes, I am. You're rude. You're rude at work. Your coworkers can't stand you, and they let that elevator door close when they see you coming. So that tweet was absolutely right. Nobody nobody cares anymore. I mean, but now you've entered into another relationship and you know you got issues, and you have introduced or reinforced insecurities in somebody else and the people that you do relationship with. I promise you this process gets shorter. The pain that accompanies the lessons gets shorter. The more time that you invest during your singleness in identifying your negative schemas, your triggers, situations in your past that hurt you, actually admitting to that, the healthier you will be, your mind will be when you enter into your next relationship. It will be easier to be assertive, to enforce your boundaries, and to recognize that there is healthy compromise within that relationship. So what's the first step? I kind of feel like that Everest college guy, you know, the one that's all aggressive and in the camera and in your face. People on the West Coast, you'll know what I'm talking about. But what's the first step? There are resources available at your fingertips. I don't want to hear it anymore about you not having this opportunity or that. There are resources. You can get a mentor. You can increase your circle of influence so people can call you on your stuff. You can join a men's or women's ministry at your church. You can get a life coach, or you can even do a round of therapy. I don't want to hear any more excuses. And neither do the people in your life who are on the receiving end of your emotions. Besides not wanting to feel the pain that accompanies growth, the biggest excuse behind things that we don't do, that we should do and need to do, is that we tell ourselves that we can't do it. We've adopted this I can't or I'm scared syndrome because of various reasons of XYZ BS, basically. When we find ourselves responding with the I can't do something out of fear of the pain or what others may think, we need to get in the habit of pausing and refuting that thing. Because in reality, it's not the I can't that's stopping you, it's the I won't. That's what's actually happening. You're reinforcing it. The I can't translates to I won't. It's not that I can't go to therapy and deal with the issues that are causing me pain to this day. It's the I won't go to therapy because it doesn't work. I don't want to tell people my business and whatever else excuse that you make not to go. Because if you really wanted to, be healthy, not only physically but mentally, you would take advantage of this growth experience and embrace that pain. So drop all the excuses. Drop all the excuses that you tell yourself and that you tell other people of you're crabby because you had to work harder than the next person to get here, or, you know, I don't know how to give love because I'd never received anything like that before in my childhood. Just stop it. Stop. Let's morph into that person that you want to be. Let's have amazing relationships. Embrace that pain. Go through that life-altering experience that's actually making you into the person that you said you wanted to be, and give that pain back to its sender. Okay, that was my PSA for 2018 for therapy. I feel like a therapy Care Bear or something that just has to like advocate for therapy everywhere. But thank you for joining me. I appreciate you sticking with me. If you want to be on the couch with Dr. Kischa, please email me below and I'll get right to your request. Thank you, and until we meet again, bye.